Go check out FIFA coins online for great deals in getting coins on Ultimate Team. Hey guys, Coleybo3 here, and welcome to episode 2 of The Real Deal, or The Real Deal. And if you missed episode 1, don't worry, I'll leave a link on the screen right now and also a link in the description below, so go check that out to keep up to date with the series. And I suppose watch the first episode. It is always the most important in the series to know exactly what is going on. But anyways, we started this episode off with a bit of trading from the few coins that we had left over from the first episode. And you see there we picked up Johnny Evans in a 4-4-2, a Fabio Barini in a 4-3-3, and Fabrizio Colaccini in a 3-4-2-1. So two good formations there and one not so great, but Colaccini actually does go for a buy now of about 600, 650, even in them poor formations. So I had to pick him up at the price that I did get him for. 350 is an absolute steal. And you'll find that trading with non-rare Barclays Premier League players when you do have a low amount of coins is always a surefire method to get a lot of coins. You'll see here I did build up my coin tally after I sold all these players on to 2,500 coins, so I am up quite a bit in terms of a bit of leeway when I go to trade. And I was using the buy low sell high method with these players, and I can show you that technique in the next episode if you so wish. But I spent them coins on a couple of more players. I moved it up to some rare Barclays Premier League players, got Sturridge for 1,200 and Dzeko for 1,100, and with the remaining 200 coins I bought our first player. He is from Real Madrid Castilla, which is the Real Madrid B team, and I asked in the comment section on the last video whether you think I should pick up the 5 or 6 players from their B team and use them in the team and then build my way up to the best team, I suppose, which is their first team. And the overwhelming response was to buy these players and get them into the team because they would be that bit cheaper. And yeah, so that's exactly what I've done. I will be going with the 4-3-3 formation so we can fit Ronaldo in there one day when we hopefully do get him. And anyways, I cracked on in with the new and improved team with our first signing, that right back who is Spanish, yeah, and he is his name is I think Joel or Joel. I'm not too sure how to pronounce that exactly, but he fitted in there nicely. And I did change the formation to a 4-3-3 from what I was using, which was a 4-4-2. But I did crack on into the Bronze Cup tournament or Bronze Challenge tournament, whatever it's called. And the only reason for that is I was getting absolutely spanked by gold teams in the divisions, and I had enough of it. So I took the one silver player I had in the team out and made a full bronze team. And luckily enough, in the first round, I come up against another starter pack team, so I was very, very happy about that. And just before the half-hour mark, I actually did take the lead, and this was a massive relief because it was quite a close game up to this point. I scored with Ben Yon with a lovely volley from that over-the-top through ball, and nearly directly after, I scored another goal and gave myself, I suppose, some daylight between me and the opponent. Arquin with a nice header there, nearly a direct copy of that last through ball from the first goal and the second goal. I know I'm kind of mixing it up, but yeah, you'll see here that his defender made a mistake and a nice cross in there, and Edgar finished it off on the back post. 3-0, I was pretty much sailing through the game, and in the 90th minute I did pick up a fourth goal. It didn't really have to be done, but I suppose I get them few extra coins for getting an extra goal, and that was Edgar again. And that's how that game ended, 4-0. So finally we have our first win, and fortunately enough EA just didn't disconnect me, which was always a relief, I suppose. And yeah, I was very happy to get the even bare minimum bit of coins, because even 537 coins is quite a bit when you're only starting off. And you'll see there we've got to improve that DNF modifier because it did take a hit in that first game. But you'll see here after I played that game, I did sell on the two players, which were Sturridge and Dzeko. Sold a Sturridge on for 2k and Dzeko on for 1,900. So a nice bit of trading there, and it brings us up over that 4,000 mark. So we are steadily increasing our coin amount. And I did finish off the episode with one last game, and that was the quarterfinal of this tournament. And I wanted to win it, get that 1,000 bonus, I suppose. And this guy came up against, if you notice in the bottom right, he does actually bring a guest in last minute. You might have to go back on the video just to check that. He was waiting for so long in the menu, or you know, that game menu, I suppose, and I think it was because he wanted to bring his guest in, but I don't mind because I always do play well against people that have two people in their team. But he did have a full English team. You'll see there 79 chemistry. It's a lot better than my team, but I did end up taking the lead very early on, only 4 minutes in, and it was nearly a carbon copy of that first goal I scored in the first game with the over the top through ball and the volley. But you'll see here my centre backs, they lack one thing, and they lack the most important thing, and that is pace. He outpaces my defender, and he finishes it with a sweaty goal, and that is Ben Yon, and I'm pretty sure that's the same Ben Yon who's in my team, which is pretty funny to play someone with that player. But very fortunate for that second goal to put me into the lead. His keeper made an awful mistake with that first touch, but you know you got to clear that first time all the time, and you'll see Arquin with a nice little bit of skill through his legs and finishes it superbly. And again, I did make it 4-1 with an over the top through ball that head back across goal, and Arquin heads into an empty net. And I'm finding them over the top through balls in this bronze tournament absolutely beastly because they work so well for me. But he does score a lovely goal there with Ots Turk. Great goal there, made it 4-2, and I had to sweat for the last I suppose 20 minutes of the game, but I did put another bit of daylight between me and my opponent with a nice header there to make it 5-2, and it was pretty much game over at this point. But he did indeed grab another goal directly after that goal, and I was thinking, how can I not put this guy away? I just need to put the final nail in his coffin, and that's what I did in the 90th minute. The over the top through ball, and it just kindly bounces up for Edgar, who pokes it into an empty net. Well, not so much pokes it, but I suppose kicks it in, and that's how the game ended, 6-3. So another good result. Our record is up to 2 wins and 2 losses, and indeed we nearly have 5,000 coins. 5,000 coins. So the series is going well, and we're off to a great start. Well, a better start than episode 1. But that is it for this episode. I do hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you want to see more episodes. But that is it. I will see you next time.